Love when your microphone's not connected, but we are here for Season 8 opening kickoff between UCLA and Penn State in Arlington, Texas, as you can see. Neutral site kickoff game for the first time in 2 seasons, I think, since we've had this. But yes, been a week off since our last game of the national championship, where Kentucky claimed its first national championship in the RFL over Michigan. We are now here for the Season 8 kickoff. I am Jared, of course. Gage is getting ready for the RFCL draft. That is in about an hour. So tune in for that at 8 Central, whenever this game ends, basically. Something like that. But, yeah, should be a good game. First time these two have played each other in this league. And they are really close. They're friends. They know each other really well, so this should be fun. Anyway, here we are in Arlington. Penn State will get the ball coming in at the preseason ranked number 8. UCLA at number 11. Both teams made the playoffs, and we are underway with Season 8. Porter Jr. will return it for Penn State. 2 yards deep in the end zone. He brings it out, looking for blockers. He gets outside to the left. He has a couple man to beat. He got tackled by the shoestring at the 20-yard line or 25-yard line. That's where Penn State will take over for their first drive of Season 8. Yeah, new lighting files for our league. Looks pretty cool in my opinion. Anyway, hand off to Singleton up the middle. Singleton gets 7, second and 3 for Penn State. Excuse me. Yeah, for all that are wondering, you can go thank Wad for the lighting. He put it in. He is a W. It's going to look great for primetime games later in the season. Another handoff, a counter. Singleton runs to his own man. Gets 2, but only... It's going to be a 3rd and 1 now for Penn State on their first drive. I believe has to go for it. I'm going to be honest, a lot of new 4th down rules, and I really haven't looked at them, so I'll need to figure them out as we go along. Gage is here, so he can help me out as well. 3rd and 1 for Penn State at their own 37-yard line. It's going to be a handoff, and Singleton does get the first down and a little bit more. 5 yards on the carry. And Penn State's got a first down. Penn State got a new quarterback on the offseason, but Clifford is still QB1 for the time being. Warren's in motion. Now he settles. It's going to be another counter to Singleton. Singleton gets outside, only gets around 5, 2nd and 5 for Penn State. That is a new rule for those that are joining us. New rule for Season 8. If you're going to pass, all your motions have to be set unless it has motion in the play. Of course, you'll know if it has motion in the play. You got the little green line on the play art. But any manual motions have to be set before the ball snaps on the pass play. Run plays are free. You can motion another blocker, all that stuff. They do. Speaking of Penn State's quarterback, there is Alar, the new freshman recruit for Penn State. He is very speedy. Wallace in motion from left to right. 6 seconds on the play clock. It's going to be a handoff to Allen up the middle, who gets 8. Penn State looking to run the ball a lot, already establishing that today. And UCLA not being able to stop it as of right now. Singleton back in for this play. 2 receivers to each side. Make a man miss. As everyone knows, that's been here for a while. That's making fun of me for the way I say things. Handoff Singleton. This time it doesn't go anywhere. They lose the yard actually. 2nd and 11 for Penn State. Also, for those that aren't here, we did read a lot of conferences. UCLA now in the Gulf Coast Conference. We even them out a little bit. Penn State back in the EAC where they were in season 6. 3 receivers right side for Penn State. Now motions over Wallace. 2 receivers each side now. Play clock below 10. Clifford giving autos to the line. It's going to be another handoff. And Singleton, gets 8 or 9, 11 yards actually. But it's 3rd and 1 for Penn State. And they're allowed to go for it now. They can go for a 4th down should they not pick it up. But it's a 3rd and 1 for Penn State. Clifford, run commit by Penn State. Has a man behind the defense. It's Washington, touchdown, Penn State. Parker Washington, 37 yards. And Penn State strikes first in Season 8. $68 yards, 8 plays, and Penn State. It's on the board, 7-0 with 2:41 left to go in the first. Gage, it's going to be really confusing if we start talking to each other on the chat and we're both locked in the RFL channel. Anyway, Allen, receiver for UCLA. And he gets to the 10, looking for blockers. Does get out to the 25-30, up to the 40, and push out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Yeah, well, you can take your seniority and put it somewhere else. Go get the coach's stream ready. That's what I am streaming right now. You're supposed to be getting that ready. What's up, Coaster? Also, I probably will not be making the deadline of 7:50, so you can sue me for that. DTR checking in for the first time for Season 8 for UCLA. 5 wide. Thompson Robinson back to pass. Fires to the middle. To Loya. It gets 13. Forgot that UCLA has a billion people's names I don't know how to pronounce, so you're looking for that tonight. Alright, bro. I mean, I can connect. My PC might blow up, so it's whatever you want. Anyway, 1st and 10 for UCLA. Handoff to Charbonnet. Charbonnet gets outside, but doesn't go anywhere. Loses the yard. Penn State, good run defense. 2nd and 11 for UCLA. I'm not going to lie. I don't know who was talking about it. The UCLA helmets look great in this lighting. I think it was McMets. They are not wrong. DTR back to pass on the 2nd and 11. Going to fire behind the defense. It's going to be knocked away by Penn State in the end zone. Trying to strike right back was UCLA, and it falls incomplete. A huge 3rd down upcoming for both teams as UCLA has to pick up at least 6 here to go for it. Notre Dame would. We're going to see that with Wilson this year. 3rd and 11. 5 wide formation for UCLA. Norwood in motion. Now he stops. Interesting change in direction there. 10 seconds on the play clock. DTR snaps it, looking for the slants. Gonna fire, and it's caught by Norwood. He breaks 1 and gets 8. Not enough for a 1st down, but he can go for it here. And it looks like he will. A huge 4th and 3 upcoming for UCLA. Ball at the 36-yard line. 4th and 3. First 4th down attempt this year. Now motions everyone over. Play clock at 6. Now 5. Everyone is set. 3, 2. Now snap. Robinson back to pass. Going to fire quickly. It's caught by Charbonnet out of the backfield, and he gets up to the 18. A 1st down for UCLA. A 20-yard reception, and UCLA's in the red zone. Hand off to Charbonnet. Charbonnet goes nowhere. Only gets back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for UCLA. Who for some reason don't have the right helmets on. I'm blaming Juan for that, by the way. You didn't put it in the patch file or something. I don't know. Doesn't matter. It still looks fine. 2nd and 10 for UCLA. Robinson back to pass. Going to take off and run with it. Robinson gets free. Gets in the end zone. Touchdown UCLA, and they tie it up at 7 with 31 seconds to go in the first. Maybe. Oh, it's blocked. This point's blocked. It's recovered by Good, and he is going to run it back, I think, for a 2-point conversion. He's got the 40. 35-30. He is gone. A 2-point conversion for Penn State, and they go up 9-6. Sounds good or sounds good, whatever, because that's another thing that I was making fun of me for. Uh-oh. It sounds good. gets the 2-point conversion recovery and a 2-point, and it goes up 9-6. Wallace will return it for Penn State. He gets outside again, looking for one block. He does. He's at the 40. Churchwell, it makes the man miss up to the 39-yard line. 9-6 now for Penn State. Can go up 2 scores with a touchdown on this drive. Well, just the envy. First attempt, first block for Penn State. Off to a good start. 2nd and 5 now after a 5-yard rush by Singleton. I think will bring this first quarter to a close. A slow first quarter for both teams, but Penn State up by 3. Oh, now it's Twist Jr. Hello. Second and 5 now for Penn State at the 43-yard line. Second drive for Penn State here. It's going to be a handoff to Singleton again. Singleton gets 3, 3rd and 2 now for Penn State. And they're going to go in the hurry up. Third and 2 for Penn State. Going to be another handoff. Singleton's free. Singleton gets up to the 44. 1st and 10 for Penn State. First and 10, another handoff. Singleton goes nowhere. A draw play does not work. 2nd and 12 for Penn State. Clifford back to pass on a 2nd and 12, rolling out right side, looking. Nothing's coming open. Fires to Warren in the flat. Breaks 1, but only gets 5. 3rd and 7 for Penn State. A huge 3rd down now for both teams as Dallas Cowboy Stadium looking a little weird with this new lighting. Very interesting. 3rd and 7 though for Penn State. Clifford with the handoff goes nowhere, and Penn State's going to punt it away. Let's see. Well, what will Wad do? I think he's going to punt it. Wad going to have to punt it away after a questionable play call on the 3rd and 7. You would think he would go in the air. Barney's punt is away, and it's going to go straight out of bounds, probably around the 20-yard line. And 1st and 10 for UCLA. Now down 3 after the blocked extra point returning for 2. What is Gage want from me? Never mind. DTR back to pass. 1st and 10 fires, and it's intercepted by Dixon. Dixon, one man to beat, is tackled at 21, but Penn State gets the ball right back and in prime position to go up 2 scores. I've watched the whole first half of his juniors. I can't make a prediction. Clifford back to pass on the 1st and 10, rolling out right side, looking for something wide open in the middle. Tinsley breaks tackle. Touchdown, Penn State. They go up 2 scores. Extra points up and good. A 16-6 game. Gage really wants Alar to come in the game. Drew Alar. He's done with the Sean Clifford, whatever. Is Gage running ads? I think he might be running ads for me. Allen with the 20 yard kickoff return. Deshaun. Anyway, 1st and 10 for UCLA, now down 10 after a terrible throw by DTR on their first play last time. Handoff to Charbonnet up the middle, and he gets 4. 2nd and 6 for UCLA. Oh, no, UCLA's helmets are fixed. I guess it's just certain lighting. Never mind. I retract that I blame Wad for that because he didn't do anything wrong. Anyway, 2nd and 6 for DTR. Play action pass. Thompson Robinson back to pass. Everything is covered. Great defense by UCLA. It's going to be fired over the middle, and Bobo catches it. A terrible throw by DTR, but it is caught. And Penn State I thought they had another interception there, but Bobo stole it away from, I think it was Dixon again. And UCLA is at the 42-yard line. Me too. Lion quarter as well. Charbonnet now split off to the left side. Going to be 5 wide for UCLA. Everyone has to be set before they pass the ball. They are. DTR's back to pass on the 1st and 10. He's going to wait for the bounce right now. He's going deep. He's got a man behind the defense. It's caught by a Tamanamana. And I don't know how you say that name, but it's a touchdown UCLA. And they cut back into the lead. Sue me. I don't know how to say that name. It sounded fine to me. So, yeah, that's the next clip. I think the new intro, you guys can think it. The new intro should be everything that I said wrong on stream. There's a lot, by the way, if you go find it. Porter Jr. returning it for Penn State. And he gets to the 19. After Penn State will get the ball for their 4th drive of the game. The new intro for the Season 9. The Season 9 intro for our file should be me saying the wrong team. Thanks, Gage. The wrong team. Hey, Bordeaux, listen, buddy, okay? I was told 10 minutes before this that I was going to be streaming, so blame Gage. Didn't do my research as a 7-yard sack for Penn State. Now it's 2nd and 17. You know, I'm going to say it like that again. I have to now. Clifford back to pass on 2nd and 17. He's going deep. It's making man miss behind the defense, and he's gone. Touchdown, Penn State. That's Walter Recruit making fun of me. That's one of them. And now Wald's going to DM me. That's one of Wald's new recruits. Make a man miss. And it gets in the end zone for a touchdown. And Penn State's back up 10. Barney kicks it away, and Allen will return about 70 yards deep. Looking for blockers left side. Spins away, breaks one tackle, but only gets to the 10-yard line. And UCLA has got 90 yards to go. What? First and 10 for UCLA at the 10-yard line. DTR back to pass. He's going to get hit as he throws it, and it falls incomplete. Looking over the middle. Who do you think is commentating, Mason? It's me. JR already had one terrible announcing for him. You'll see that later. I'm sure that clip will be circulating. DTR back to pass on the 2nd and 10. He's going to take off and scramble, looking to get away. He swerves up to the 20 and is tackled the 23. Gage, why did you block that? Why did you block that? That's not the worst thing that's been said in this stream. DTR back to pass, and he's got a lot of green grass to run. He's at the 35, spins up to the 40, and is going to be tackled. Or not. He's going to get past midfield. 25 viewers, an opening night. Love to see it. 1st and 10 for UCLA. They get ball to start the second half. Charbonnet with the handoff. He gets to the 43. 1st and 10. Or second, oh my gosh, 2nd and 4 for UCLA. Mason's. I've got Mason now I got to worry about because he does make fun of me for the things I say. So, go away, Mason. I don't have to worry about you anymore. DTR back to pass, going to roll out again. Gets to the 40-yard line, maybe just short. Why did they give it to you 35 minutes early? No, I mean, I would pay attention, Coaster, because if you want to say no to someone, you have to be there, kind of. As Zeke does not get the first down. It's 4th and inches. And UCLA's got a decision time. Clock's under a minute now. We'll see what they do here. Give me another run commit by Penn State. The QB sneak barely gets there. And first down for UCLA. If I was the coordinator, I would at least be watching the draft because you're going to have a certain amount of time to say no you can say no once. That is the rule. Gage will explain it to you in the draft. It's DTR fumbles. Gage recovers but falls down for a 7-yard loss or a 9-yard loss now. Timeout UCLA. You have like a minute or so to say no once you get drafted. Just keep that in mind. DTR back to pass on 2nd and 19. Looking, nothing coming open. Something over the middle finally does. It's caught. Oh, knocked away. Wheatley was there in coverage. I don't know, Gage. I would go talk to the head coach of UCLA. Yes, after this game. Hydro Quench. 3rd and 19 for UCLA. And you want to be very careful not to give the ball back to Wad with a lot of time to go. Nothing's coming open for UCLA. DTR's running around trying to get something. He's going to eventually run out of gas or not. He finally does. He gets that timeout, Penn State. And UCLA is going to punt it away with 15 seconds left. The good thing is he wasted like 10 seconds running around. So Wad has little time to go try to put some points up. But he will have a chance. Barry's punt is away. It's going to hit at the 25 and bounce to the 11. 8 seconds to go. I believe UCLA gets the ball to start the second half. So Penn State will have a 2-score lead unless something goes wrong on this play into halftime. Probably just jinxed Wad, but that's okay. 1st and 10, 5 wide for Penn State. Clifford's back to pass. Nothing's coming up. He's going to fire down the field with 3 seconds to go. It's intercepted by Kirkwood. And UCLA breaks one tackle and he fumbles the ball. And it's recovered by UCLA at the 45. If Wad would have recovered that and returned it, I would have lost it. But Penn State has a 10-point lead at half, and it'll kick it away for UCLA. Allen will return it about 9 yards deep. We'll see if he brings it out. He will. Looking for blockers left side. He has some this time up to the 20, spins to the 25, and is tackling the 27. Damn, Mason. Priorities right there. 1st and 10 for UCLA. DTR is back to pass. He's got a man behind the defense, and he overthrows it. He had a man wide open. I think that was that same guy where I had to make that. I don't even know. I was going to have to say that name again. So I survived that. It is. I'm saying it the same way, by the way. Charbonnet with the play action pass. DTR fires down the field. It is caught by Norwood. Mode underran the ball. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. Well, at least it's not the fake field goal clip. It could be worse. Hand out to Charbonnet. Spins up and is planted at the 7-yard line. 2nd and goal. Norwood in motion. Now he is set. 2nd and goal for UCLA at the 6-yard line. DTR back to pass. Gonna fire. It's a screenplay to Jones. Jones gets in the end zone. Touchdown to UCLA. And they cut into this lead. Now down 3. Problem is UCLA's. Oh, he was faking it. Why was he gonna fake it? Oh, he's going for it. He's chasing points this early. Interesting. Charbonnet's going to split off right side. 5 wide for UCLA. DTR back to pass. The pocket's collapsing, and now they are down 4 points. Interesting call for UCLA. That is very questionable. Now down 4, 23-19. The kick will bounce in the end zone. I don't know what he's doing. but it hits back in the end zone, and it's 1st and 10 for Penn State. I'm only energetic for the people I like. Just kidding. Just kidding, Mason. Don't worry, I will too. Singleton with the 12-yard handoff. Yeah, you want us to get excited. I'm not going to get excited for a game where you're winning by 40, bro. Good thing that's gone, Bordeaux. It's gone, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. We banned it. It's gone. Singleton with the handoff from Alar. A mascot mode tournament? There might be. I don't know. I mean, you could do whatever. I mean, only certain teams don't have mascots, so that might be a problem. But, anyway. 2nd and 8, Alar down quarterback for Penn State. Gage gets his wish, and he's back to pass. First pass for Alar is going to roll out right side, looking for something. He's going to take off a run, actually, and only gets 2. 3rd and 6 for Penn State. A pivotal play right here. Gage, you know what build he is, right? Alar's back to pass on a 3rd and 6. Going to fire over the middle. It's caught by Tinsley. Tinsley at midfield. Drew Alar's first pass. He's AR's build. Handoff Singleton. He gets around 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for Penn State. Yeah. That was one of his recruits. And he based off AR, so he's got some speed. I'll say that. He does. He is him. Gage, that's a recruit, not a he just named it a real life player. Allen jukes up to the 8-yard line. It's 1st and 10 for Penn State. Okay. That's true, he was. I think he's got 3 quarterbacks like 80 overall better. So, like, okay. Hand off to Singleton. Singleton gets 6. For real, Mason. You're not wrong. 3 receivers left side for Penn State. Clifford's back to pass, fires. It's a screenplay, actually, to Singleton. And Singleton fights his way back to the line of scrimmage. Great effort. But, oh, man. 3rd and 4 for Penn State. All Penn State's got to do is get a field goal here, and it's still a 7-point game. After. That's not how that works, McMets. I hope you know that. Anyway, 3rd and 4 for Penn State. Clifford back to pass, fires to Allen over the middle. Allen's free. He's at 15-10-5 touchdown Penn State, and they're going to go back up 2 scores. Barney's kick is up and good. 30-19 is the score. I think it's just the stadium, to be honest. I also think, for every reason, Jerry World's got outside lighting, not inside. I don't know. Anyway, Allen returns it deep in the end zone. He gets up to the 20, breaks a tackle, and he's free to the 35, and is tackled at the 37. Anyway, 1st and 10 UCLA, now down 11. And it's 5 wide for the Bruins. A play action pass, DTR, back to pass, looking, nothing's coming open. Going to roll out right side and makes a man miss up to the 45 and is tackled at the 47. Gets the first down. That's why. Yeah, I think they did it because the dome lighting is actually trash in this game, so It looks better with outside lighting, so that's why. Yeah. We're actually, next kickoff game, we're going to have snow inside Jerry World. Just FYI. Just prepare for that, whoever's playing in it. DTR back to pass on the 2nd and 8. Pressure's coming quickly, makes man miss, and he breaks a tackle, and he's free to the 50, swerves his way, and gets the first down and is pushed out of the 38. What a run by DTR. And it's 1st and 10 for Penn State. Not Penn State. There it is. There, I always do it. UCLA, not Penn State. At least I didn't say it on a touchdown this time. DTR back to pass on the 1st and 10. Fires over the middle to Bobo, who catches it for 1 yard. I think so. I think because the game thinks it's outside, it probably could. No, Junior. I don't know. I just... DTR back to pass on the 2nd and 9, rolling out. Nothing comes open, and he's tackled for a loss. 3rd and 10 for UCLA. Junior, you know, we should be rooting for Penn State. This would be a huge non-con win for our resumes. It would boost our computer poll standings. We need this. This would be a great win for us. Let's go EAC. 3rd and 10 for Penn State at the 39. Play action pass. DTR back to pass. Fires deep, and he overthrows it. And it's going to be a 4th and 10 for UCLA. I think he's allowed to go for it. He's losing, so I would assume so. Oh, Blake's in here. You were cheering for India? How dare you? All right, Junior. Well, I'll remember that. Oh, you're talking to Blake. Never mind. Anyway, 4th and 10 for UCLA. Huge play right here. And the backup quarterback is in for UCLA. Play clock's winding down. It's under 5. Garber is now back to pass. He's going to fire. It is going to be caught by Adamalamala. A Moss on 4th and 10. And it's a first down for UCLA. Of course it would be him. Hand off to Charbonnet. Up the middle. And that'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter, UCLA. What's the link, Gage? What's the link, Gage? What is the link? Whose video is that? Huh? Whose video is that? Whose video is that? Yeah, I don't know. DTR back to pass on 2nd and 6. Oh. Rolling out is going to take off and run into the end zone. Touchdown. UCLA, and they, I guess, go for 2 now. It would only make sense. Gage, I will try to delete that comment, by the way. Gage, I have to delete that. I can't delete it. Okay. Of course we can't, so that's good. It's 2-point conversion for UCLA. First play into the 4th quarter. Bobo in motion. Now he settles. 3 receivers left side. Handoff to Charbonnet. He gets in the end zone. We got a 3-point game in Arlington. The fact that you clicked on that link means I'm banning you, McMets. What's going on? What? Oh no, Gage. Oh no. Gage. Singleton with the handoff loses a yard. Bro. Oh my gosh. No shots. 2nd and 11 for Penn State. Fires in the middle. It's a terrible pass. Oh my goodness. 3rd and 11 for Penn State. Hey, Gage, I would tell whoever that is to resend the link so that it refreshes. Oh, man. 3rd and 11, Penn State. Clifford back to pass. Fire over the middle. It's intercepted by Mardano. And he might... Oh, he's tackled the 28. But if UCLA has a chance to take their first lead of the game. Yeah, McMash just got destroyed. 1st and 10 for UCLA. Charbonnet with the 3-yard rush. Is it really? Damn, I can't believe Gage did that. DTR back to pass on 2nd and 7. Going to roll out left side looking for blockers. Doesn't get and he gets laid out for a 2-yard rush. A 3rd and 6 now for UCLA. According to the game, UCLA has not converted a single 3rd down today. Would be a great time to get the first. DTR back to pass, fires in the middle, doesn't get it, and we'll see what UCLA does here. Will they go for the tie or will they go for the win? For now, they're going to, looks like, kick a field goal. Penn State's not buying it. The kick is up. A great defensive stand for Penn State, and the game is tied with 4 minutes to go. Porter Jr. will return it for Penn State, looking for blockers, trying to get outside. He does. Had one man trying to get all the way outside, only gets to the 9. And it's 1st and 10 at the 9-yard line. Nothing. Yeah, nothing much. Orphis. Nah, I just don't. It's one of those you just don't look at. Okay. 1st and 10 for Penn State at the 9-yard line. Clifford back to pass. Fires to Washington over the middle. Washington gets the first down on a little bit more. 13 yards. 1st and 10 Penn State. We'll see if Penn State tries to make this the last possession of the game. It probably depends how far down the field they get. Clifford with the handoff to Singleton. Singleton, he is free. Makes the man miss and is tackled for another 13-yard rush. And Penn State has 2 promising plays. And there it is. Conservative clock coming out. Penn State trying to make this the last possession of the game. It's going to be a handoff to Singleton. Singleton jukes up and gets to the 45, I believe. 2nd and 3 for Penn State. Will now be under 3 minutes to go. Handoff Singleton once again. Singleton doesn't get the first down. It'll be 3rd and inches. And Penn State goes to the hurry up. Two and a half minutes left to go. 3rd and inches for Penn State. And let's see what they do here. They're going to waste some clock. They probably would not want to do that. Handoff, extra blocker. Singleton barely gets past Osling, but it's a first down for Penn State. And I think UCLA called a timeout. No, that timeout was on the fake field goal, wasn't it? So the clock will still run. Just over 2 minutes to go. Penn State at midfield. Run commit by UCLA hits, and they lose a yard. 2nd and 11 for Penn State. As we're going to have around 1:10 to go once this play gets off. Penn State still probably got around 20 yards to go before getting into field goal range. That's true. They would be up 1. Hand off to Warren. I think that's a tight end. He gets 6 yards. 3rd and 5 for Penn State. And UCLA burns a timeout. If Penn State does not get this first down, UCLA is going to have over a minute to potentially go win this game. 5 wide formation for Penn State here. Clifford back to pass. Going to fire over the middle. It is caught by Tinsley. And Tinsley's at the 25. What a throw by Sean Clifford. And Penn State can now settle for 3 and win the game. Clifford with the handoff to Singleton. Singleton doesn't get much. Loses 2. 2nd and 12 for Penn State. If I was Penn State, I would not run another play. I would even let the play clock run out here. I guess now you're going to have to. I would just take a knee if that was me. But anyway, it's 15 seconds to go. 2nd and 12 for Penn State. It'll be a handoff to Singleton. Singleton gets to the middle of the field, and we're going to have a kick to win it here in Arlington. A great way to open our season. Timeout, Penn State with 2 seconds to go. And Penn State will settle for essentially the game-winning field goal. 37 yards to send Penn State to 1-0. Kick is up, and it is good. Penn State wins it 33-30 in Arlington. And that is it for the Season 8 opener. Great game overall. Penn State hangs on, had a 10-point lead, I think even 11, and Ender was able to come back and tie it, and Penn State wins it in the end. Final score of 33-30. I'm going to let